So if you've had any interest in Biomutant before release or even after, you've probably seen the mountains of bad reviews dropped on the internet for one reason or another. If you chose to take their warnings as legitimate, were already played or researched yourself and didn't enjoy the game or think it's for you, just move along now. This video isn't intended for you. I'm here for the people who are still on the fence despite seeing the many reviews, because the wide array of environments, colorful landscape, and other interesting things like the combat and crafting make the game look fun and unique to you. Now, I'll start out by saying I just finished the game at a total of 43.1 hours game time. To me, that's well worth $60. If you don't think it is, then I highly recommend you wait for a sale on this game, because I do think there will be a forced one soon due to the bad reviews plaguing the internet. But the next thing I'm going to tell you is that this game is good, fun, and I enjoyed it the entire time I played. Let's break down the situation here. We know this game was developed by a team of around 20 people and gave me over 40 hours of gameplay. That is impressive enough to me by itself and makes me want to support the company going forward so that they can continue to make more cool video games. Now, as for the bad reviews, what did everyone think was bad about Biomutant? Well, for starters, I'll look at a few of the lower reviews from various outlets I found on Metacritic. One of the most common complaints I've noticed is a lack of content. I mean, I played over 40 hours and I didn't 100% the game. There was a bunch of quests that I didn't do at all. I just completely skipped them because I just wanted to go to the end at the point that I was at. I'm guessing this means the reviewers did one of two things. They either ran through the main story very quickly and didn't complete any of the side content, which expands the main story and adds many hours of gameplay by both adding side content and more to the main story. Being able to run through the main story quickly is certainly not a flaw, especially for an RPG like this. Does Breath of the Wild get ridiculed when you can start the game and run directly to the final boss? No, because people only do that to speedrun it, not to actually complete all the loads of fun content within the world of Breath of the Wild. Biomutant is the same. There's tons of side content that expand the rest of the game. As you complete the tribes, you can unlock different things that help you. You can find different characters that help you in different ways, that give you new items, that let you reach new areas, that let you travel to different areas, which then let you find new gear, new upgrades, more bio points, or a ton of other things that expand the gameplay for you. There's a ton of side quests in all the different villages you can visit. There's NPCs that give you side quests around the entire world that you can decide whether they come with you or not on the main quest, and there's lots of other things. But why is Biomutant being targeted as being very short and not having a lot of content? 43 hours to me was a lot of content, not to mention the fact that I could go in and play New Game Plus now, continuing with my character, or even play one of the many other options for a class in Biomutant. I only played one class, so there's other types of characters and ways that I could build them that I could go back and play if I wanted to. I played the Mercenary class, which was focused on strength and agility, giving me very fast melee attacks and powerful melee. I could go back and use the Psy-Freak that focused on the more of the magic abilities, or I could go back and play the Deadeye that focused more on using a gun. But I didn't do that. So there's more than one way to play through the game, and at 40 some hours, I think that's a lot of time to play through a game with one character, having the option of going back and playing more plus New Game Plus on harder difficulties if I wanted to do it. Now, for me personally, I feel as though New Game Plus isn't the best option, just because a big part of this game is doing quests, finding vaults, and doing other things that give you certain items, weapons, gear, and most of all, leveling up. And if you're playing New Game Plus, you're already going to have all those items, weapons, gear, and all those levels. So I don't really see there being that much more content, and I don't see replaying just the main mission being highly attractive. But playing with a new character would be fun to level up and play the game a different way, focus my attribute points on other things than I did while on my Mercenary. I think that would be a fun way to play the game. So I don't necessarily think that New Game Plus would be the best. Maybe it would be for some people, I'm not entirely sure. But I think for me personally, a new character would be really fun, and I could probably play through this game multiple times. Now, getting past all of that, I think Biomutant is legitimately a really fun experience. The combat's fun, it's extremely fast-paced. Of course, it's hack and slash fighting when it's melee, but there's also a gun thrown in, there's abilities thrown in, you can levitate, you can use telekinesis, you can throw sparks at people, you can shock them with force lightning like Emperor Palpatine, you can friggin' light things on fire and freeze things. Like, it's all really fun. Not to mention the fact that you can literally ride a shark. You can ride a shark, you can fly on a bat. There's so many cool things you can do in this game. How do people not like it? Like, I got on a bat, jumped off a mountain, and flew halfway across the map, and I was like, who's not having fun with this? This is fantastic. Anyway, I just think that Biomutant deserves a chance. If somebody already thinks that it stinks and read the reviews and just doesn't have any interest, that's fine. You don't have to play it. But I just wanted to make a video for people who were unsure, on the fence, or did have interest in the game until they saw those bad reviews. And I wanted to tell you, buy the game. Because I was the same way. I played the game at PAX East a while ago. I played a very early version of it, and I was very, very interested. I was looking forward to it the whole time. I was waiting for it to come out. Then right before it came out, all these bad reviews hit, and I got super worried. I was like, oh no, is it going to be bad? Did they mess something up? What happened? And I read the reviews, and it said there was a lack of content. It said that the narration was annoying or something, which... Again, you can turn down the narrator, you can turn down the gibberish, you can turn off the gibberish before the narrator talks. This is all stuff that you can just change in your settings that I guess reviewers just miss completely. But anyway, so none of that really bothered me. The crafting system I saw people complain about, it's extremely simple and intuitive. I have no issues with it whatsoever. You literally get an item, select the slot you put it on, and you put it on, and then you can upgrade it if you want. I don't understand how they said it was confusing. I truly did not understand that part at all. And I don't see any issues with the combat. I had fun the entire time. I was going out of my way to fight bosses and enemies so that I could level up because I enjoyed fighting things so much, and I was constantly changing my build. I was always changing the abilities that I was using. I was changing the weapons and the weapon types and the effects that were on my weapons. I was always customizing things, and it was a lot of fun. It added a lot to the gameplay and the combat. So if you're interested in this game at all and you became unsure of it because of the reviews that went up, I'm here to tell you to just ignore it. Play the game. I'm not sure what platform anyone is on, but most platforms at this point have a system in place for you to purchase a game, try it out, and refund it if you don't like it. So there's really nothing to lose at this point. If you think you're interested in the game, I'm telling you, please just try it out. If you like it, that's great. If you don't, refund it. And I hope you like it, but I really think you will. Because if you're on the fence about it, that means that you're interested in the things that are good about it. And I think the things that are good about it are going to flourish for you. I think they're going to show up really quickly, and you're going to get addicted to it the way I did and sink 40 hours into it really quickly. I think it's a really good game. It's really fun, and games like this created by smaller teams deserve support so that more can get made in the future and so that they can expand their teams and make more bigger games. And the final thing that I wanted to say was that I saw a lot of people say that there were a lot of bugs in this game, and I did not experience many bugs at all. I had a quest that was bugged where I couldn't finish it. There was a few times where like an enemy would go inside a rock or something, but like nothing game breaking, nothing like horrible. Like I don't really know how they could give such bad reviews based on it being so overly buggy when I played for 40 plus hours and barely ran into any. But I don't know. I'm just trying to understand the reviews. Anyway, that's all I got to say. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. Consider subscribing to my channel. I'll do more reviews like this in the future if a game makes me feel compelled to talk about it and encourage people to purchase it. I think Biomutant was a really good game. I had a ton of fun playing it. It's one of the best RPGs that I played in a while. I had a lot of fun with it. I don't usually get sucked into RPGs, but this one got me addicted a little bit. And so I just wanted to recommend it to people who are on the fence. Like I said, please like the video, subscribe if you feel so inclined, and check me out at twitch.tv/mitsofting. And thanks for watching. Hope you all have a good day.